Hey, you're gonna have days where you're not feeling up to it. You're gonna have days where you're not gonna want to do the routine, days where you're not gonna want to go to the gym, days where you're gonna want to indulge in unhealthy eating, right? Now, I'll start with the routine. The routine, in my opinion, is one of the most important parts of being on Zima retention. The routine that I lay out on this channel all the time, when you're reading the Psalms, doing gratitude prayer, Lord's Prayer, and your own prayers, plus 20-minute meditation, right? Because the longer it takes before you spend time with Christ, the more likely you are to fall into sin, the more likely you are to have a relapse on your Zima retention journey, right? Like today, right? I'll use me as an example. Today I woke up and I didn't pray immediately as I woke up. And then for some reason, I didn't even feel like I wanted to pray when I woke up. But I know that I need to pray, right? Past experiences show me that there's no way we're not gonna read the Bible. Experiences show me that I have to read it, or else I'm likely to fall into sin. So I was on my bed, like kneeling down as if I was gonna pray, but I was just scrolling through my phone, Instagram, YouTube, delaying it. And then I said to God, I don't feel like praying. I don't know why, I just don't feel like praying. Next thing you know, I fall asleep in that position, in the prayer position. And then I wake up and it's soon gonna be time for me to go to the gym. I know I wanna go to the gym, right? And I can feel that I've got a lot of energy now. So I have a choice to make. And I reluctantly started reading the Psalms. I reluctantly said the Lord's Prayer and whatever other prayers and just told God how I felt. But while I was reading the Psalms, I could just see the nature of my spirit change. And it's when I felt the nature of my spirit change, it was just a reminder, like a gentle reminder of the importance of putting Christ first. I'm so glad I did, right? Because it's so easy to fall into sin. So like I said before, it's important to do these things or else you're likely to fall into a relapse. Now, going to the gym, it's important we go to the gym. I don't think I need to say much about the importance of going to the gym, right? But one thing I will say is going to the gym helps you handle the urges. It gives you moving energy, because on your Zima retention journey, you're literally electricity and you can't have stagnant energy. The energy needs to keep moving. So going to the gym will help you transmute this energy. And let's say you go to the gym for a few days and then a few days you don't go to the gym or you don't work out. You're likely to have a relapse because your body is used to a certain amount of stress, right? Stress that's making you stronger. And when you don't give your body that stress, the energy builds up and becomes stagnant and it wants to release and you end up doing something foolish. So that's one of the main things of going to the gym. Eating healthy, again, we all know why we should eat healthy. Puts you in a higher vibration, cleans you out, all that stuff, right? But we're all gonna have those days where we don't feel like doing the things we know we should do. And that's why it's important to have the routine, so that spending time with Christ and doing these things just becomes second nature, right? So for me, when I read the Psalms reluctantly. I didn't even want to pray. I didn't even feel like it. I told God, I don't feel like praying. even though I felt like I needed it, my flesh didn't want to. And I was like, God, I don't feel like it. But when you speak to God like this and give him this energy, he just draws you closer to him. He helps you out. He understands that we're weak. He understands that we're flesh and that the flesh doesn't want to, right? So you can even be reluctant before God. Come as you are. Tell him how it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Tell him how it is. I was telling God I don't feel like praying. And before you know it, I'm in the Psalms reluctantly. And then as I'm in the Psalms, I'm grateful. I came back from the gym not too long ago. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, thank God I read the Psalms. When you read the Psalms, when you read the word in general, God's grace comes upon you. His peace comes upon you. And there's this strength and control that he has internally over you and with you. And it allows you to overcome obstacles like lust or other obstacles in life that you can't do in your own strength. So it's okay to be reluctant before God. It's okay to not feel like you want to do it, but make sure that it's a routine to do it. So in those times that you don't want to do it, you could tell God you don't want to do it, and he'll use that to help you do it, even when you don't want to do it. I'm telling you now, if you can make Christ become a routine, it will save your life. That's a fact. So trust in the Lord, man, with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. It will change everything. It'll change your day, brighten up the day. You'll be so grateful you make Christ into a routine. But Christ is more than a routine. It's a relationship. That's what I was able to tell him how I felt. You know what I'm saying? But if you can make Christ a routine, you will save yourself so much pain. And there's going to be a lot of things that you're not going to have to deal with because you've put Christ in the mix. So I guess the message is make Christ a routine to save yourself. I have felt so many times, and this is something that I've come to realize. Make Christ your routine. Everything will change. I promise you. Let's go. Let's go.